yes, track and turnouts, and boy, I managed to get quite a bit actually, to be honest. So this is this is a start of my collection for the track and turnouts. The track is Pico Code 75, and we have 100 yards there, or 4 boxes. I bit the bullet and decided to buy as much as I could in bulks. I bought quite a bit from Rails of Sheffield at the same time. So in this box as well, that wasn't Rails of Sheffield, by the way, this was off eBay, but I think they're called suitcase crimps. So I suspect most of you have seen this anyway. So you just clip this over the wire that you want to connect to, clip it round, it makes a connection, and then you fit this to the wire from the track droppers and slot it in. I also bought the whole set of track setter set, and a whole load of rail joiners for Code 75. And in here, on points, the points are all second hand. Bought these off of eBay. I think I've got 21 of these right hand curves, turnouts. Only 9 left hands. Some reason. I've got some, what's this, left hand curved turnouts as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of those. 1 right hand curved turnout, and 1 long crossing. But in this box here, hang on, there's a bit of spare track. In this box here is approximately another 60 yards of track, used but in great condition, and some little odds and ends as well. But this is everything that I'll be using to create the fiddle yard, because I'll just put this back up here. Because I'm actually thinking of using a different type of track. Let me just pull this out. Here we are. Fine scale. If I put a piece of this track next to it, like so, you can see the difference, can't you? Look. The sleepers are a lot further apart, and they're actually wider. Now, the rails that are used on this are Code 75 as well, so this actually joins up to this without a problem. And the locos, I've tried various locos and rolling stock, and when they transition from this to this, not a problem at all. It runs perfectly. So this fine scale track is what I'm thinking about going with. I really am, for the main layout on the top. But I've ordered some points. Oh, I bought one. Sorry, not ordered. I bought 1 point off of eBay. I've got to build it myself. But once I built that, and I can fit it to here, and maybe get some more of this track and try it out again to see how the locos and rolling stock cope with the turnouts as well. So this is just a future project, because it's going to be quite a while before I actually get round to doing the main layout itself. Alright, so yes, that's the track and the turnouts I have to do the fiddle yards. And now, what are my plans for over here? Well, my plans for this side is to recreate Button Bassett Junction and I'm so looking forward to it, because this there, good shed and platform, is where I used to sit in the 70s when I was a little kid and do my train spotting. And it would have been this siding here where D1026 Western Centurion pulled up, pulling freight, and where the driver let me into the cab and showed me around the engine room. So that is my plan for this side of the layout. And what's even better is that I emailed the Steam Museum in Swindon and asked them if they had any track plans or plans for the station, and they sent me this very, very basic station plan, but it gives me a very good idea of the layout. And they also sent me this, the track plans. How awesome is that? So that is pretty much what I'm going to try and replicate this side of the layout. Obviously there's going to be some parts I'm not going to be able to do, or I'll have to adapt and change, because this is the station there. You've got your main lines coming along here, but then they go off this way, which will take you to Wales pretty much, and then if you went along here, this is what would take you through to Bath and Bristol. So I can keep this, but I won't be able to do much with that. And you remember in the last video I said I was concerned about where this came out, because if you think that be Woodham Bassett Junction will be here, and the whole station have pretty much come up to, if I back up a bit, pretty much come up to the middle where I've got the two the track plans and the station plans, then that just leaves me that little bit there to try and squeeze all of this in. So I'm not sure I'm going to do it at the moment, but I'm adamant I'm going to get this bit in, which will be that. This was a quarry down here. Well, actually back in the 80s, I had a friend who worked in there. He used to drive the lorries. So yes, that's what I'll be working on the top. But first, I've got to get the fiddle yard done. But that's the idea. And oh yes, yeah, this side, Woodham Bassett Junction, is going to be summer. Okay, so this will be summer down here, turning into autumn, into winter, all along here, and then we'll start turning into spring for the bottom section, and then back into summer. So that's pretty much my plan for the layout this side. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worthwhile. And some of the smaller details, you have a look there, that's for the signals that were in place. So it looks like I've got a fair bit of planning to do and hunting down the right signals, because I would like to have them all electronically operated as well. But yeah, see, they've got them here, like 29 east, 45 east, and it tells you what type of signals they were as well. Plus I've got some photographs show me, but also in this area I wanted to fit the old dairy in. Now this is from 1930s, and that's what I wanted to put in the back there in the corner, and I think I can still do it. And the bridge that I used to play on when I was a child will probably be about here somewhere, with the canal and the woods and everything like that. What else have I got? Yeah, so I've got some. I also went to the Swindon and Wiltshire History Centre, which is in Chippenham, and I managed to get the original blueprints to the station. That was at Wood and Bassett Junction. This is from the 1890, I think, the very original station. And it's obviously, I've got more than just this photograph. I've got it broken down in a lot more detail as well. And if you look, for the footbridge that was built there, and it tells me the scale it was built at. So with this and with this, I could, in theory, scratch build the station. Now how great would that be? Oh yeah, there we go, look. Really well detailed. What else did we get? And also, they also had their own scale plans for the track as well, including the station. So I've got all that. Oops. Turn it around the right way. There we go. Wood and Bassett. Scale, what's that, 40 feet to the inch. I'll be going back again and I'll be having a look at the map, and I'll actually measure it out, because then that'll give me the exact size of what the platform should be. And I'll probably take something like this. As I measure it on the map, I'll write it onto here so that I know what they are, and that will help me big time when I come around to doing it. There we go. This is just stuff that I took to Dad. I printed these off and took them to Dad so you could see. Now these are also pictures from the Steam Museum in Swindon. It's just copied off their website, but I will be ordering the originals. But yeah, that is the original Wood and Bassett station. This is 1893. And that building there is called the Beaufort Arms. Now when I was a kid that wasn't there, but there was a pub called the Beaufort Arms. This is a station in 1960. Obviously a different station. That's what I want to build, is this station there. This is 1960 again. This is looking from just behind me here would be the road bridge. As you see, it's got enough details on these photographs to help me pretty much replicate the station. Oh, this picture here. Okay, let's have a look. Now, this is taken, if we look at this map here, just about here is a road bridge. So you imagine you stood here on the road bridge looking down there. That's what that is. That's that view. So where those trains are there, or wagons by the looks of it, they are going along here. So again, but to me that gives me a picture of the west signal box, which I need to recreate as well. So we've got a west and an east. The east was closer to the station, obviously. Again, this is from the 1920s, the Wood and Bassett station. This is the 1920s. And 1930s. But it's a beautiful footbridge. can see some of the details in there, which I'm going to try and replicate as well. This just to show the scale, 8 feet to an inch, which was for the station, and some instructions there for the builders. So yeah, that's it. That's my plans for what I want to do for the layout. First I've got to get the fiddle yard done, decide where I'm going to put the incline to for the transition between the fiddle yard and the top section, the main layout. And that's it, folks. Next video, what will that be about? I have absolutely no idea whatsoever, but hopefully I will have made my mind up what I'm going to do with the incline and have some track down properly on the fiddle yard. Okay, so catch you all again soon, and you all take care. Bye bye.